everyone. Today we have a bunch of new products. We have Dior, we have Gucci, we have Dries Van Noten, we have Victoria Beckham. I feel that this time of year, I feel like there's been a lot of new releases dropped in the last 2 years. It's been fast and furious, but I feel like it's even more so in the fall and winter months because it's the fall releases, it's the holiday releases, and there's just a lot. There's just a lot coming fast and furious. So today I have two products that are brand new. I have one product where there's a shade that's new. I have one product where it's an update on something that it's a new shade to me, and I'll talk about it in a second, but it's an long overdue update on a product that isn't really widely available, so we'll talk about it. It's the Dries Van Noten lipsticks, so we'll talk about that. The Victoria Beckham liner, I did pick up the plum liner. I'll show you that today. Today I'm going to actually use the green, but I will show you, I have all of her liners, all of her eyeliners, and I think they're very good. Then I also have the Glamlite Mikayla collection. Now I'm not going to do a tutorial with it. I'm just going to use it today. I do have a giveaway going on. It ends September 11th. It's for the entire PR package. I'll have a picture above. So I have it over on Instagram and I have it on TikTok as well. So that will end on the 11th. I have a number of different giveaways coming up. Includes Tom Ford, Chantecaille. What do I have? So many different things. There's so much, guys. As a way of saying thank you, Chanel, as a way of saying thank you and giving back to all of you. So all that's coming. All right, intro out of the way. So first things first, on my face today, I have the Jones Road pencil, brow pencil, which I really like. I actually think it works very well. It's very easy, quick look. Yeah, I really like it. Second, update on my lasers. By now it should be up, hopefully, over on Instagram, and I do feel this first pass has reduced quite a bit of my redness. We have a little teeny spot left that's about to kind of fall off there. Yeah, I think it has evened out my skin tone. You'll notice that there are brown spots on my face, sun damage, which is like right in this area. The laser that I chose to do first, and I'll do a couple of sessions with it, is just going to target the redness. I will then go back probably next year, 2023, maybe even 24, and do the ones that target the brown spots. But they are different lasers for different purposes. So if you have questions, I'm happy to answer them in the description box as much as I possibly can. So the foundation we're going to use today is something that I never use, which is a powder foundation. This is the Dior Forever Natural Velvet Powder Foundation. Now, I picked this up in the shade that I usually am, 1CR. I say usually because Dior is kind of a little over the place. Like, I've had different foundations in Dior with different shades. So I'm not sure if this is going to work or not. We will find out. I don't use powder foundations, if you haven't watched my channel before, because my skin is very dry. Although I have noticed in the summer now, my skin is, I would say, close to average, normal, whatever you want to call it. It's not really excessively oily, but it's not excessively dry either. And in fact, I have a little bit of breakouts around my face. So, I was like, well, if there's a time to try it, now is it. Because it's definitely not in the winter, because it's dry in the winter. So it describes it a no transfer, long wear, compact foundation with concentrated floral skincare, which means it's going to have a scent in there. Many of the Dior products do. Dior commitment to sustainable beauty, strict selection and regulation of ingredients, tested and proven efficacy on different skin types, refillable case. The refillable case is nice. I'm just looking to see if there's anything. 12-month shelf life. So it's a powder, compact. I'm gonna, oh yeah, I see how you pop it out. Okay. That seems reasonable. Yeah, this all seems nice. Looks pretty, doesn't look difficult. I'm just looking to see. Yeah, comes from the back. Pops out, pops back in. All right, little powder puff that comes with it. I'm gonna try the powder puff. Why not? Let's see what happens. Again, this is 1CR. And I'm gonna kind of do a press application, just kind of pressing it into my skin. I do have my Guerlain watery oil on. Okay, so far so good. Again, I'm just sort of pressing and rolling. I feel like that's kind of the best application technique for this type of product and my skin. Now, the real test of this is to see how it looks, you know, after it's been on a little while, like if it dries out my skin. The thing about a powder is that it can be pretty easy to use. You can travel well with it because it's not a liquid. Those are all good things. And if it's actually transfer proof and stays, yeah, that's great. All right, so far I'm looking at my 10X mirror. Gonna add a little more to my chin. So far, it looks like a very nice matte finish. I think the shade is right. So I actually got the shade right. I'm proud of myself there. Yeah, I think it looks nice. It doesn't accentuate pores, doesn't make my skin look over dry. We're gonna see how it wears, how it continues to look. But that's nice. Now, the way they describe it is natural velvet. I don't actually smell anything. That's interesting. I didn't smell anything. Okay, I actually think that looks really nice. Feels nice, doesn't feel too powdery. Okay, guys. All right. Nothing terrible so far. Now, I'm just surprised because like I have difficulty with powders. They tend to look cakey on me because my skin is dry. My skin this time of year is like more, quote, average. You know, not dry, not oily. But I have more mature skin, so I do have wrinkles and things like that, and powders can settle into them, but this doesn't seem to be doing that. At least, not yet. looks pretty good. All right, next, Gucci. This is the Gucci blush. I only picked up one shade. I picked up Tender Apricot. I picked up the Apricot shade because apricot and peach shades are very flattering. This is a big generalization, so just hear me out. On more mature skin. Again, huge generalization. But if I was going to like a makeup shoot and I had no idea who my model was or who I was working with, I would probably pick something that had peach in it for a blush. Now again, intensity is a different issue, but I'd probably pick a peach because it is flattering for a lot of people. Pinks can be too pink, you know, browns can not work on people, purplish shades can look, you know, muddy and almost like you have a bruise. Peaches tend to be flattering. Again, generalization, but they tend to be flattering. So I picked the peach because I was like, all right. And so I picked the lighter peach because, again, I'm pale. So this is Tender Apricot. This is 02. 0.19 ounces. It says Cheeks and Eyes Luminous Matte. So I guess you could put this on the eyes. I'll use it as a crease color before we put the Mikayla on. You know, it's Gucci. 24 months, which is great. That's fantastic. And it comes in this, it is beautiful compact. This is like the bronzer and the powders that they have. It's the really pretty compact. And the one thing I will say, the little thing on the front, it's like a dual. What I mean is there's a piece that goes up and there's a piece that goes down. When I was trying to open it, I tried to pull up on both sides and I was like, why does this not open? So this is a little piece and this is a little piece. Get my face out of the camera so I can see it. And so it opens, you got a little piece on top, a little piece on the bottom. I haven't taken the protective thing off the mirror yet. And then there's the shade. Now, like I said, it looks to be like a pretty apricot shade. I have no problem with the shade. My issue with Gucci has been that there's been some products that Gucci's done that I really love, and then some that I'm just like, what was that? So we're gonna swatch this. It's very smooth, it's silky. It seems very lightly milled, light powder. I don't think it has a tremendous amount of pigment, but for me, that's not a problem because I don't wear a lot of blush. Building it up a little bit seems nice. Seems like a true apricot shade. It's not really peach. It's got a little bit more orange in it. So the shade wouldn't work on folks who are very cool toned or like a cool tone look. So let's take a little bit of this. We won't use a lot. Just put it on the cheek really lightly. Very pretty. I would say it you know, it doesn't have a ton of pigment, but as you saw on the back of my hand, it's certainly buildable. It's a very pretty shade of apricot. I don't really see a luminescence with this one, but that's not to say that none of them do, because again, I only have one shade. So I thought about it, and I'm gonna try to be a lot more judicious about what I pick up after the holidays. To be honest with you guys, I will be picking up a lot of holiday, and then probably going on, well, no, I'm not gonna say probably. I am gonna be going on a low buy for the spring, January through March. It's not my favorite, collections generally, and honestly, I just feel like I have way too much makeup that I'm not using, and I'm gonna start doing a lot of like comparisons. I mentioned on Instagram like what collections you'd like to see swatched. I'm gonna be doing the Chanel and Dior lipsticks, the entire collection. They'll take a little longer to put together, but then I'll have a comprehensive video that you can always go back to. And I'm gonna be doing a lot of those with my collections. They'll take a while to put together, but once they're done, I think they'll be great for everyone to refer back. So, I don't think I'll be picking up more of these blushes just because I have so much. It's very pretty though on. It's nice. It's a nice blush. I don't see anything outstanding about it. I think the packaging is probably the most outstanding thing. It is a beautiful package. I love the enamel. It's very nice. It's got a little pin cushion in the back of it. So hopefully these are refillable. Does it say they're refillable? I can't really read that. It's very tiny. But I'll look and see if it says somewhere that they are refillable. I will say, like I said, the packaging is really nice. I love the Gucci bronzer. It's one of my favorites. Like literally just one of my favorites of all time. And yeah, it's a really cute little compact. It's weighty, it's nice, mirror's nice. I think the blush is very pretty. I don't see, it doesn't look luminescent. I mean, it looks fine. It looks like a satin almost, very pretty, but I wouldn't it's blush. Look, and there's nothing wrong with that. Blush, a good blush, it's a good blush. It looks very pretty. For the price point, I think it depends. Do you really like the packaging? Is that important to you? Do you have a lot of blush? Those types of things. And of course, I'm gonna have to I'll do an mini update review video in a couple weeks to let you know how it wears. I'll wear them and you can see what you think. All right, so highlighter. I'm gonna use the Mikayla highlighter from Glamlite just because I haven't used this for you guys before. I will say this is a very blingy highlight. So if you don't like a blingy highlight, I would not suggest this one. But this is not a particularly expensive product. My understanding is that these are now in CVS's. So if you're somebody who likes, a good highlight, I have to say the formula is very nice and it absolutely delivers on being a highlighter. Like, there's a lot of highlighters like the Chanel ones that I happen to love, but they are very subtle. And if you like something, that's really, and I'll show you on my finger, if you like something that's really a strong highlighter, this will be it, because that's a nice highlight. Now again, it's probably a little much for me, like on a general basis. However, I just used it on my face now. I used it in a very subtle manner and it's very pretty. It's actually very nice. And it's very reasonably priced, and my understanding is they're gonna be at CVS if they're not already. So something to keep in mind if you're just looking for a really nice, bright highlighter and you don't wanna spend a ton of money, because right now we all should be, aware of that. All right, so I'm gonna put the Mikayla on my eyes last. Like I said, I'm not gonna do a tutorial or anything. I'll just do steps. But a couple things I wanna mention. I will do lips before we do eyes. This is the Victoria Beckham pencil in, I forget, it's cream? I'll put it down below. It's either cream or white. It's the Instant Brightening Waterline Pencil. I've talked about waterlines and putting a light pencil in your eye in that area before. This is a really good trick. If you're like me, and haven't gotten a lot of sleep, like I haven't, or you're just somebody who likes a round eye look, put this through your waterline and line below it and line your entire line above it. I did a video where I talked about that. It does help open up the eye. And it even works if you're doing a siren eye. It just opens up the eye. Right now it looks a little funky because I don't have a liner underneath it. I'll fix that when I do the Mikayla. But this is a really good one. This is a really good lightening waterline pencil because it's like cream. It's not really white. So it looks much more natural. A lot of, like, I have the Chanel one that I like, waterproof one. I can put it in the waterline, and it works really well, but it's white. So it can look a little unnatural. This one looks very natural. It really does look like the color of your eyeball. So this one's very comfortable and very easy to use. The Victoria Beckham pencils. The newest shade, is it Fig? No. I have like all her shades here, so I have to look here. Maybe it is Fig. Let's see. We have Ash. We have Bronze. We have Sea Gray. We have Black. We have Cocoa, Navy, Ash, and Fig. Yeah, so Fig's a new one. I have the green one too. The green is what I'm going to use today when I do the Mikayla look. But this is the new one. This is the purple that I picked up, and I just wanted to show you the shade. These liners go on, this is the newest one, the purple one. These liners go on super easy. They are incredibly soft and really easy to blend. So if you want to do like, you know, I'm gonna use the green here. If you want to do like almost like an eyeshadow, see how soft that is? I just used it on its side. It literally just like, it's like liquid. The thing that I will tell you about these though, you can easily put too much on because they are so soft and because they kind of just like whoosh on. You can put on way more than you think you're putting on. You need a very light touch with these, as you saw. So you want to go in very, very lightly when you put these on. Otherwise, you are going to get an entire eye of the shade. But on the good note, like you could literally put this on your eye line and then like use a brush and smush it out and have like eyeshadow. I mean, the stuff is amazing. So like I said, I have all her shades. When I do the Mikayla look at the end, I'll use that green so you guys can see it on the eye. All right, before we finish up with the Mikayla, I want to talk about Dries Van Noten. When I did the Dries Van Noten lipsticks, wow, earlier this year, maybe, they were only available on Dries Van Noten. They are now available on Selfridges, and they are also available at Saks, I think. Saks? Yeah, Saks. And I have a couple of shades, okay? And we'll talk about the shades in a minute. I only have satin, and the new one I have is a sheer, and that's what I'll use today. I do not have any of the mattes. Generally don't wear matte lipsticks. I do try matte lipsticks from time to time. Generally, I just don't like them. So, because I have nowhere near me that I could try these shades on, I picked formulas that I knew I would like. The cases are interchangeable. This one is the red snakeskin or something. I don't even know. And you can put any top you want on it. You just have to make sure that you close them. But it's any top you'd like. Okay. I like this combination because I'm one of those people who likes a little bit more matchy-matchy, but you know, do what you like. You can do whatever you like. And this shade is a shade called Ottoman Brown. It's a no, I'm sorry, this is not Ottoman Brown. This is, something nude. Shoot, I'll put the name down below. I'm sorry, guys. It's something nude that I cannot remember for the life of me right now. This one is Ottoman Brown, which doesn't look at all brown. It looks like a rose, like a deep rosewood. This is the orange. It's not, can't remember the name of that either, but again, I'll have all the names right below it. This is a really great shade if you're looking for like a deep orangey red. It's beautiful. The Autumn Brown, like I said, is a very deep rosewood. It almost has like a little bit of purple. And this is something nude, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's a very pinky brown. The new shade that I picked up is Something Ochre. Yeah, see? Doing well today. The Something Ochre shade is a sheer. And it is a very nice, it's a reddish brown shade. It actually does look more rosewood, whereas this one looks a little bit more purple, the Almond Brown next to it. And that's sheer, believe it or not. The sheer formula, I have a friend who has it, and she told me about it and said it's not really sheer. It's actually has more pigment than you think. So you can buy these on Saks, you can buy the cases, and then you, like I said, you can interchange the tops. And these are all refillable, so they come out and you can decide how you want to have them look. You can do whatever you'd like. And Dries Van Noten is known for his kind of eclectic style. So, you know, it's gonna be a little bit modern, different. It's not gonna be your traditional Chanel look. And I really like his design, I like his style. He has perfumes that are also on Saks and Selfridges, and of course his site. There's a sample set, I believe, on Dries Van Noten. I think that it might be on Saks, like the smaller one, but anyway. The one that I love is I can't remember the name. It's Chestnut Silk is the simplified name. It's Chestnut Silk. It's stunning. I absolutely love it. I've been wanting to buy it for months now. And I probably will. I will end up getting it eventually. I've been kind of hoping for a sale because it is expensive. It's like $300. But it's a beautiful, gorgeous scent. But I wanted to give an update on what I think about the lipsticks because I talked about them and then I never did a mini review and update on them, and I apologize. Again, so much newness coming in that sometimes I don't get a chance to go back. I'm trying to do better at that, but it's difficult sometimes. I think these lipsticks are some of the best lipsticks out there. The formula and the satins are truly amazing. They're smooth and long lasting, have amazing coverage. They're really, really beautiful lipsticks. And the cases I think are really unique. However, the problem I have with these is that I don't have a place to go try them on. I don't have a place to go and see the shades in action. And like Dior, the shades that are represented on the websites, Saks, Selfridges, and Dries Van Noten, in my opinion, don't look anything like they actually look in life. The Ottoman Brown is this purpley, cool toned, you know, it's like a red, well, I can't even explain the shade. You saw it in my hand. It's brown. It's not a brown. Like, I like it on me. I really like the shade, but for all I know, there's a bunch of shades that I would love, and I would need to try them on. So that's my issue. That's not Dries Van Noten's necessarily their fault. They're not in stores in a lot of places. So hopefully the shades that I showed you today will be somewhat helpful to you, and maybe some of them you'll like. I'm gonna use the Ochre one, the sheer. There is a slight scent. Nothing bad, just like there's a slight, a little bit of like a perfume. Really nice though. I mean, these sheers, that's a beautiful sheer. You know, it's exactly what I want in a sheer. It means that it's got coverage, it's got shade, but it's not like opaque like a satin lipstick. This is a beautiful shade. Thank you, Gita, by the way, for recommending the shade. It's perfect for me. It's exactly what I like. But see, that's the thing. Like, if I hadn't had a friend who had picked it up, it would be hard for me to be able to tell, yeah, that's the shade I want. This is perfect, and I love it. I think it also looks a little bit different on my lips than it did on my hand because your lips are pigmented, so it's so tough to tell. What I would say, though, these are worth picking up. They're worth ordering. I would watch my video. I would watch other people's videos. I think Lexi Zhang has some videos on these. She probably has more shades than I because she's a big lipstick lover. So, you know, check out her videos. I'm sure others have videos as well. See what shades appeal to you and start there because these are, you know, relatively expensive lipsticks, and I'd hate for you to buy a shade and hate it and not be able to return it. I don't know what the policy is now at like Saks with a lipstick. I'm pretty sure you can't return. I don't know. I really don't know. I rarely return things unless there's like something wrong with it. So I don't really have experience with that. But I would say these absolutely are worth picking up. The cases are stunning. The fact that they are refillable is great. I'm pretty sure they're coming out with something for holiday. I haven't gotten confirmation of that, but I heard they were. So I will definitely pick up new cases, especially if they're limited edition, because I do think these are great. These are all 4 of them. Yeah, I really love the formula. I strongly recommend the lipsticks. I think they're excellent. But like I said, it's a little tricky to figure out what shades you like. That's my only caveat. The rest, they're fantastic. Really, some of my favorite formulas. Okay, so really quickly, this is the Mikayla part 2. Now, if you don't know Mikayla, she's on TikTok. She's from this area, which is one of the reasons I started following her. there's not too many people who do fashion and beauty in Boston, to be quite honest. So we got to stick together. I love green, as you all know if you've watched. And I wanted to, you know, I wanted to pick it up because it was green, but I also wanted to support another Bostonian and a Massachusetts person. And the greens really did get to me. The price point is excellent, like I said. It should be in CVS's. And so today I'll test it out for formula to see what the look looks like, see what the formulas are like, and I'll let you know if it's worth picking up. And I have a giveaway, like I said, ends September 11th. You need to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. You can follow me here too. That would be awesome. But for the giveaway, it's Instagram and TikTok. And I'll make sure more information is up there in the coming week before the giveaway ends. So I'm going to go ahead and try this out on my eyes. We're going to do a green look, not a shock. Then we'll do the Victoria Beckham liner, and then we'll do final thoughts. So we're back with Mikayla on the eyes. I have to say, guys, I'm really impressed with this palette. I had heard good things, which makes me happy. It is, I'm just trying to reopen it here. It is really quite beautiful. The mattes are stunning, very smooth and really creamy. They go on the eye extremely well. I'll just like swatch a couple on my fingers here. You'll see there's a lovely olive green in here. Those are the mattes. I mean, really, they're really nice. They have a lot of pigment. They're staining my hand, but that's fine, and my fingers. The shimmers in here are beautiful, and I think they perform better with your fingers or a natural hairbrush. That's just me. That's my take. My hand is already stained, but I think you can see like how pigmented that is, how beautiful they are. I think the look speaks for itself. It's really nice. It's really beautiful. Went on smoothly. Congratulations to Mikayla, because she did an excellent job with this. I know not everybody wears like a very colorful look. I don't wear a very colorful look most of the time. It's not a daily look for me. However, what I would say, this is going to be a very reasonable price point. I think you can still pick it up on Glamlite. If not, my understanding is they are in CVS's now, if they're not sold out. So it's a really reasonable price point to pick up a really colorful palette, so that if you only use color every once in a while, you don't feel like, you know, you broke the bank picking up a palette that you don't use that often. Although I would say, I think there's a lot of shades in here that you could actually incorporate into, quote, more neutral looks, because they're really smooth. So I think you could just use like a little bit of something, and I think it would be beautiful. Like some of these blues, for example, I think would be really nice as an accent. The greens, the same way. The purples in here are really good purples, and purples are hard to do. You know, these are mattes. Which don't, you know, purples have a tendency to like look chalky. These are really nice. This is a great like periwinkle. So I feel like you could add this to a look. I think you could have an all over, like a neutral eye, and then have a little bit of a color. I really like this palette. I'll be honest, I picked it up because Mikayla's from the same area I'm from, and it was green. And I do love her channel, so I thought, you know, okay, I'll support her, and then I would do the giveaway. But this is really good. It's a really good formula. It works really nicely. Beautiful look. We'll see how long it like lasts on the eye and everything. But if I was looking for something that I could have like a pop of color in one palette, there's a smaller one too, I would absolutely pick this up. It's a great price point, and the formula is really good. It's excellent, actually. So very impressed. I'll have something over on TikTok and Instagram. Another video reminding everyone that the giveaway ends September 11th. To enter, you just have to be subscribed to all my platforms and like and comment on all the videos. That's pretty much it. So it's really easy. It is just US only though, because the PR package that I'm giving away, hopefully the pictures have gone up at least once during this video. It's huge, it's enormous. So shipping it overseas would just be cost prohibitive at this point. But yeah, it's a really beautiful set. It's got way more than just this in it. It's got lipsticks and the highlighter. I'm sorry, lip gloss is the highlighter, the smaller palette, the big palette, a little green. Anyway, look at the picture, it's really nice. Okay, so I'd say a couple things about the products today. The Dior foundation is actually looking quite nice. I'm kind of stunned. I'm pretty much shocked. Because if this works and doesn't like look cakey and weird on me in a couple hours, I'm gonna use this because it's really easy and I could travel with it and I could put it in my office, you know, like in my drawer. So like do a touch up right before a Zoom call or something. That's really nice. So yeah, I really like it. The Gucci blush, I think looks really pretty. It's a very pretty blush. Am I bowled away by it? No, but I think it's really nice. It didn't look patchy. So, I mean, it looks nice. And the packaging is nice. I think there's as nice or nicer blushes, but if you pick this up because you really like the packaging and you like the shades, yeah, I totally get it. The Dries Van Noten, really, these are excellent lipsticks. The color selection's a little tough, but I absolutely love the formulas. And this new sheer, well, not new, but the sheer is new to me. Love it. The Victoria Beckham pencils, the plum, the new one, fig, gorgeous. This is the green. They work beautifully. If you haven't picked up a Victoria Beckham eyeliner, I strongly encourage it. If you like a soft pencil, stunning. The waterline pencil also works really, really well. I've got on the Mikayla highlighter as well. Again, it's not typically what I go towards a highlighter because it is a little bit more blingy, but if you use it very lightly, I think it's absolutely fine. And again, a much better price point than some of the, to be honest with you, it's better than a lot of highlighters that I've used that have super high price points. So let's put it that way. Yeah. So far, though, today went exceedingly well. I really thought that the Dior foundation was going to be a complete and utter fail, and it's not. I think it actually looks really nice. I don't know if that'll still be the case in the winter when my skin goes dry. What's probably going to happen is the Dior powder looks great in the summer, and the Jones Road WTF looks terrible, and then it'll reverse in the winter. We'll find out. Winter is coming. So yeah, I love everything today. If you have any questions, certainly let me know. Make comments in the description box below. And thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.